Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Parker. Hope everyone is doing well here today. What we're going to be going over is the Season 10 patch notes for Call of Duty Mobile. We're going to be receiving this update here in the next couple days. I'm honestly super excited. I'm hoping a lot of things go and get fixed, such as the pumped glitch in the Battle Royale, as well as just a whole other plethora of bugs that's currently invading the Battle Royale. But regardless, we're going to be talking about weapon balance changes, as well as a whole lot of other things within these patch notes here. So we might as well go and begin with the weapon balance changes. We are starting off here with the M16, which is getting a brand new attachment called the Wildfire perk, in which it changes the M16 firing mode to full auto, and it's going and saying that there's no information about the benefits or penalty yet, but regardless, this sounds insane. M16, you know, burst guns within the Battle Royale haven't been phenomenal for the past 2 years, if I'm being honest. Pharaoh, kind of mediocre. Cheecomb, like, it is what it is. M16 definitely has some potential, but burst guns always just kind of feel weird. But regardless, if this full auto version goes and drops, M16 already has a whole lot of damage to it, but if this full auto can still keep like that same amount of damage to it, but then added a little bit of a faster firing rate to the gun, I don't know, man. This actually has some pretty big potential here. The next one on the list, man, I cannot believe this. This is the AK-47. It is getting improved recoil within the first few shots, which is insane. Like, bro, I already feel like AK-47 is still very, very solid to go and use, and it's going and getting a buff in the recoil department, making it that much better, as well as a improved sprint to fire, which I also think is super handy to go and use for the Battle Royale, right? Like, going up on a team, being able to go and get that first initial shot off, and then having your first initial shot be pretty much like a laser. Yeah, man, like AK-47, I still believe that this gun will continue to go and be meta in the Battle Royale. The next one here, we have the RUS, which is getting an improved range buff and then an improved ADS accuracy. If I'm being honest, RUS has been one of the most underrated guns that's within the Battle Royale for Call of Duty Mobile. The hipfire with it is so insane to go and use. So I feel like for the range buff that it's going and getting, that's going to be really helpful. ADS accuracy, like, it is what it is. RUS is surprisingly good at those medium range gunfights. So, right, going and ADSing with it, like, there could be some good potential for going and using them. The next one here, we have the Hades, which is an LMG. They went and improved the sprint to fire with it, improved the reload speed. The rapid fire barrel is getting decreased range penalties. Oh, dang. Right, Hades, which is also a little fun fact here too, is also very solid with the hipfire. And if I'm not mistaken, I think last season here too, it got like one of the craziest hipfire percentage buffs of all time. So it going and getting an improved sprint to fire, like, that's going to go and help out with the hip firing aspect, like being able to go and shoot right off the ripper. The improved reload speed, right? Like, we're almost going and transforming the Hades into a super powerful hip fire SMG here at this point. And then the rapid fire barrel attachment here too. The range penalties not really going and having that big of a drop off anymore. Yeah, man, Hades has some really good potential here. All right, so this is just a cluster of guns. The CBR, DLQ, Locust, Babushka, the Outlaw, and the J358 is going and getting improved overall recoil. The most interesting thing about this whole thing, well, honestly, like, bro, two things. CBR, I also feel like is super underrated, right? Especially the mythic variant. Oh man, I don't know. Like, dude, with getting RUS and then CBR, these two SMGs, which I feel like are super underrated, they might come and shine here for this season. I wouldn't mind trying to go and use more of a mythic CBR this season if I can, because I even think last season it went and got a little bit of a buff going on. But if CBR is now going and having this massive glow up, there's definitely some big potential. And then the second part of that, all these snipers going and getting this improved recoil, right? Like, that's a good thing. Maybe DLQ, Locust, Babushka, Outlaw, maybe those are going to be good snipers to go and use? Oh man, dude, and we keep on going with the SMGs. The PP19 Bizon is getting adjusted damage, but in the positive realm, in which it's improved chest multiplier, which I think is crazy, and then added lower/upper hand multipliers, and then they went and adjusted the range. So it's pretty much improved damage multipliers that you're going and getting with the Bizon. Also, I feel like the Bizon is super underrated. The amount of ammunition that you go and have this gun, first off, insane, but the hipfire surprisingly super solid, especially if you get that gold hipfire mod attachment on this. And then usually with hipfiring, it's a lot of chest to lower body damage that you're going and doing. So with improved chest damage multiplier that you're getting, I would not be surprised if you're going to be seeing a lot more people going and using the Bizon here. Now, this is a feature that I am all for. Snipers added scope glint to the sniper scopes. Bro, sign me up. I was kind of talking about this here on stream yesterday. Like, COD Mobile should definitely be a lot more experimental in the things that they're going and doing, right? Because this game has been out for pretty much 3 years at this point. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of core in-game mechanics here that have been in the game ever since like 3 years ago from this point. But adding like a sniper scope glint to snipers so that you can easily go and spot them, especially in like a battle royale setting, I feel like this is going to be super useful. Next one here, this is kind of sad to go and see. ZRG is getting a nerf in which the magazine capacity is getting reduced. The anti-vehicle ammo is getting an ADS speed penalty and then a reload speed penalty. I don't really use that much of the ZRG, but it is what it is. This one is some pain. I just started liking the ASM-10 here too, but the Branson, which is the attachment, is getting a negative leg multiplier, a range boost removed, increased ADS movement speed penalty, and then added movement speed penalty. Bro, like, I just used a subscriber's ASM-10 that got recommended, and now they're going and nerfing this. The next nerf that we have going on is going to be the QQ9. Reduced damage. The monolithic suppressor is getting a reduced range boost, and then the 45-round mag is getting an added ADS speed penalty. QQ9, no! And then finally here, in regards to the Battle Royale, there is a Jackal nerf in which the Jet is getting reduced HP. So how much HP is it going to go and have? I have no idea, but regardless, this was this was a pretty interesting patch notes here. But in regards to all these types of nerfs that we got, that was pretty much it. There is one more left, which was a switchblade nerf, and they went and decreased the damage and range, as well as decreased the bullet spread accuracy. So switchblade, bro, I think that's going to be RIP, especially for the mythic variant of this gun. Oh, bro, that's going to be such pain.